The Trayvon Martin case, the first hints of what prosecutors know about the night George Zimmerman shot and killed the 17-year-old. The first inkling of how they might persuade a jury that Zimmerman pursued Martin, confronted him, and committed murder in the second degree. The defendant, appearing by video hookup today from the Seminole County, Florida jail for a probable cause hearing, saying very little.
Mr. Zimmerman,
yes,
you're appearing here for your first appearance at this time for charge of murder in the second degree, and you are represented by Mr. O'Mara. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Judge Mark Herr ruling there is probable cause to proceed. Zimmerman's lawyer, Mark O'Mara, not yet asking for bail. As for Zimmerman's first night in custody, ABC News, citing a law enforcement official, says he was kept in isolation under observation and was seen weeping at times. ABC News also reporting that there were no signs of scarring on the back of his head. Now remember, Zimmerman and his family paint Trayvon Martin as the aggressor in this, saying that Zimmerman was, as his brother told Piers Morgan last night,
surprise attacked, punched so hard in the nose that their nose is broken, sat on their chest, using their last available breaths to call and scream for help.
Now, as you might imagine, the prosecution has a different take, and tonight, for the first time, we have the beginning of the outline of it. They lay it out in the probable cause affidavit they gave the court today. Now, here are the main points as they see it. There's Zimmerman's call to 911. Quote, Zimmerman made reference to people he felt had committed and gotten away with break-ins in the neighborhood. Later, while talking about Martin, Zimmerman stated, quote, these a-holes, they always get away, and also said, quote, these effing punks. Two things jump out here. First, the prosecutors appear to have analyzed the tape and concluded that Zimmerman did not utter a racial slur, as some believe. Second, that they appear to be tying the two remarks together and making the case that Zimmerman had already made up his mind that he was pursuing a potential criminal. Then there's this. Listen.
Are you following him? Yeah. Okay, we don't need you to do that. Okay.
The affidavit highlights this point. Quote, Zimmerman disregarded the police dispatcher and continued to follow Martin, who was trying to return to his home. Now, the picture they're painting, and remember, it is their picture, not a proven fact, is of George Zimmerman pursuing Trayvon Martin as if he were a suspect. The affidavit also gives credence to Martin's girlfriend, who was on the phone with him almost until the end. Quote, the witness, prosecutors write, quote, advised that Martin was scared because he was being followed through the complex by an unknown male and didn't know why. This squares with what the witness, his girlfriend, told the Martin legal team and indicates that prosecutors believe her. Then, crucially, and contrary to George Zimmerman's claim of being ambushed and sucker punched while heading back to his SUV, prosecutors write, quote, Zimmerman confronted Martin and a struggle ensued. Now remember, this is the prosecution's version, not fact. They go on to mention that witnesses heard the struggle, but do not elaborate on who or how many witnesses they have actually interviewed. They say cries for help were caught on 911 tape, which Martin's mother identifies as those of her son. They don't say whether they've done any voice analysis. Zimmerman and his family claim he was the one crying out. The affidavit also says that Zimmerman shot Martin in the chest, cites the fact that an autopsy was done, gives no specifics, mentioning only that Martin died of a gunshot wound. It ends, though, with a big hint of more to come. Quote, the facts mentioned in this affidavit are not a complete recitation of all the pertinent facts and information in this case, but are only presented for a determination of probable cause for second-degree murder. Certainly, there's a lot